how solar power works in Port Hedland. If you're interested in solar power for your home, investment property, office, workshop, business, mine site, even your housing portfolio, this video has been tailor-made for you. I've been installing solar in Port Hedland for the last 4 years, and in this video we're going to cover the most commonly asked questions that I'm faced with when I'm talking to clients about solar. Some of these topics include dust, heat, shading, cyclones, and of course government rebates and feed-in tariffs, all of which we'll cover in the next couple of minutes. My name's Clinton Smith, and I've spent over 25 years living permanently in the Pilbara and call Port Hedland home. I'm a licensed A-grade electrician and a Clean Energy Council accredited solar designer and installer, and I've been working with clients for the last 4 years installing solar in residential properties, investment properties, workshops, businesses and mine sites. So who are Tic Tag Systems? Well, we're a locally based solar and electrical contractor, and we have a workshop and office in Wedgfield. We service a broad range of clientele, from homeowners to small, medium businesses, right through to resource sector clientele. One of the most common questions I get is, can you install solar in Port Hedland because of the cyclones? And the answer is yes, you can. However, it's not quite as easy to install solar up here than it is in Perth. Up here, because we have the high winds of Region D and cyclones, we submit building permits to the town of Port Hedland to ensure that our design is approved, engineered and certified for installing in Port Hedland. The panels we use are stronger. The racking and mounting system that we put on your roof is also stronger, with extra components including feet to ensure it stays put when a cyclone comes past. So now we've covered cyclones, the next biggest question I get is around the warranties of the products that we install. And to put it simply, the Fronius inverters that we install are German engineered and made in Austria. And these are renowned to be one of the top inverters in Australia, and they're not the cheapest. These inverters come with a 15-year warranty, and as of November 2020, this 15-year warranty is now available once you register your inverter online. The solar panels we use typically come with a 12-year product warranty and a 25-year linear power warranty. And this power warranty is based on the slow. So now we've installed a cyclone rated solar system with high quality components and fantastic warranties. What about maintaining your system? This is where people often talk to me about dust and have concerns around how often they need to clean the panels. Servicing is obviously something that Tic Tag Systems offer our clients, and is definitely recommended by Australian standards to service and maintain your solar system every 3 months. It could be your personal preference to clean your panels more regularly, or to outsource your cleaning on a more regular basis, depending on where you live and how much dust you find accumulating on your panels. There's no escaping the dust. There's dust from the resource sector, there's dust from the desert in which we live. As a solar designer and installer, one of the first things I look for when I'm at a client's property is shading and trees. Are there antennas? Are there trees? Are there any obstacles to the sun that are going to cause shading on the panels? And if so, we negate that by putting the panels in more suitable locations and potentially trimming trees to allow for greater sunlight. Solar panels don't like working in the shade. Lastly, we're going to touch on government rebates and feed-in tariffs, which, to be clear, are two separate things. Government rebate is still available and differs from postcode to postcode and the size of your system. So the larger your system, the more the government will incentivise you to put solar up. They do reduce every January, and this is standard practice that every January the amount of STCs or small technology certificates available for your system will decrease. Additionally, usually your STC rebate is given to you up front as a point of sales discount. This means that it's cheaper for you to get into solar. And the flip side is that once the job's complete, the installer or the contractor then recovers that STC rebate from the government. Now, feed-in tariffs are a different thing. This is for energy that you export from your solar back to the network. And in our case, in Port Hedland, it's back to Horizon Power. Horizon have just recently changed from REBs to DEBs. And if this doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, I could make a whole video just on this. But to touch on it briefly, there is still a feed-in tariff that will be paid to you for any power you export to the grid. So if you're producing plenty of solar from your rooftop solar system, but you're not quite using it all day, it'll trickle back through into the grid and Horizon will pay you 7 cents for that. Now the new DEB system is a time of use tariff, which means there will be different times of which you'll get paid for exporting. But for more info on this, you can go to the Horizon Power website or give us a call and we can go over it in a lot more detail. Like I said, I could do a whole 20-minute video on feed-in tariffs and government rebates. And just a note on the government rebate and the feed-in tariffs, more in relation to feed-in tariffs. I'd personally like to thank you for spending the last 6 minutes becoming more informed and educated about solar in and around Port Hedland. If there's anything we can do to help, if you'd like quotes, feasibility studies, more information, our contact details are on the screen. Or alternatively, you can Google Tic Tag Systems or drop into our workshop in Wedgfield to say g'day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for many more videos about solar power in and around Port Hedland.